Good morning, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Speaking of time,
Yeah.
my question is about an acknowledgement if, in a sense, there is no time and everything that is happening in this moment,
Yes.
as it were.
Now is all there is.
Yes. So an acknowledgement of that,
Yes.
then it follows that there is, in a sense, no such thing as a new idea. For all ideas, all inventions, all conceptions already exist.
Fundamentally, in terms of the structure, correct. But there is always a new experience of the idea. You see, the structure of existence never changes. It's your perspective and experience of the structure that does. That's how creation expands, because you're always having a unique perspective of the structure that never changes. So the idea of new ideas, it's both. You're correct that everything already exists, but it also expands by creating new experiences of that which already exists. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Does that help?
It does. And following from that,
Yes.
if I or any individual are seeking an answer to a problem or a new way to solve or a new way to be creative,
Yes.
it is not so much a matter that I am creating that new idea, but rather I am somehow attuning to a resonant frequency that is matched with the resonance of that idea.
Yes, and by doing that, you are creating a unique experience of doing that. Not so much that you're creating a new idea, but you're creating a new experience of matching that idea.
So, as an incarnate being,
Yes.
my process was not so much that I've had an idea rather than I have become resonant to the frequencies that allow that idea to come to me. Is that more?
Exactly.
Okay.
You have to be on the vibratory level first in order to realize or experience any particular notion or knowledge. And it's the same with the concept of manifestation physically. You have to be on that frequency level in order to experience a manifestation in your physicalized projection.
And indeed, then, if we extend that in my question to not ideas, which are the rational thought forms, but what we experience as emotions.
Yes.
I assume that the same then must apply to that.
Exactly. It's all based on the same resonance identification concept. And that's why we say what you experience has to be based on a definition that you have bought into as being true, because each definition has a different frequency, a different signature vibration that gives the result that you experience as an emotion.
Okay.
That's why you can always experience an emotion and know you can trace it back to what kind of a definition you would have to have in order for that emotion to have resulted from it, because you can only have the emotion that results from the frequency of the definition.
Indeed. So if I'm experiencing what I might experience as a negative emotion, anger, depression,
Yes.
what have you,
Yes.
what's opening to me then is the opportunity, and this is what's hard to language, to somehow open to or find a different frequency to resonate at, and it's that search for a different resonance that is challenging.
Yes, and the easiest way to do that is to figure out what the definition is you're already buying into that's already creating the resonance you're experiencing. Because once you define consciously, find that definition, if it is truly out of alignment with you, you will immediately recognize it as nonsensical and illogical. And as soon as you do, it's gone. That's the end of the process of letting it go. If you keep behaving the same way, all that means is you haven't actually found the fundamental definition or the fundamental frequency giving rise to that sensation. Just keep digging. Identifying things that are in your unconscious mind that are belief systems is the key to transforming that energy into something you would prefer, because once you actually bring it into the light, you will see that it makes no sense if it really has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Make sense?
It does. Last part of this.
Yes.
If I look at this same experience then with becoming attuned to the resonant frequencies that are for my best and highest,
Yes.
then if I look at a physical ailment such as inability to get sound, nurturing sleep,
Yes.
and if underlying that is a belief that I don't deserve rest, as an example,
One
it's
example,
to understand what might be behind that. And
Yes.
allow it to change?
Yes.
Force it to change? Think about it?
No, not force, not force.
I understand. I'm saying that because I don't get what the next step is.
Again, if you actually discover what the definition is, and you bring it into the light of your consciousness, and you recognize that it makes no sense, it's gone.
Okay.
It's just gone. You will not have a continued experience of that definition.
Okay.
If you have truly let it go. But you have to understand that sometimes you might not let it go because there might be another belief, another definition that says you should hold on to it. If that's the case, find out what that definition is, because sometimes definitions and beliefs work in chains. You may have to follow the links back to the fundamental link. But once you actually do release the fundamental link, all the secondary links will collapse along with it. Sometimes negative beliefs will attempt to preserve themselves, because that's what they're designed to do, by fooling you into thinking that you've actually let go of the fundamental belief when all you've done is let go of a secondary one. And then it will hide behind that. So you have to see if, experience if, you keep feeling, doing the same thing. That would be your first clue that the negative belief is hiding behind a cloud of secondary beliefs. And no matter how many of them you let go of, if you don't let go of the fundamental one, that won't change anything for you.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, it does. Thank you. Blessings, Bashar.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Blessings to you. This is really a very simple mechanism. There is nothing mysterious about it.